you spend any time at the gym at all, you probably notice that the time that it takes you to complete one exercise when it goes from it could go from like 5 minutes and go lower to 3 to 1 minute. So sometimes when you just start out, it takes you longer to complete an exercise, and as you go on, that time is becoming less and less. So this is exactly what happened to, let me see what her name is. So an athlete. They didn't give us a name. This is exactly what happened to this athlete in this section. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna we say we know the original time. Well, we know that the time a month later is 20% less than the original time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use that information to find the original time. Let me show you exactly what we're talking about here in this section. Again, this is Bromel with the Jax Tutor, and we do an ACT and SAT math prep. Let me show you exactly what we're talking about here. So it says it takes an athlete 7 minutes and 20 seconds to complete a segment of a workout. So, and this says that this is 20% less time than it took her to complete the same segment 1 month ago. So what they ask us is, what was her original time 1 month ago? So now let's see what we're doing here. So let's go. Let's find a new paper. Actually, Let's bring a new paper. Let's bring a new paper in. So what we're gonna do is, we know her time a month later. So a month later, her time is 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So that's a month later. So, and what is the time? Um, so what the calculate is? Hey, sorry about people snoring. It's really late at night. So what we want to calculate is the time that she started with. So her original time is original time. So that's what we don't know. It's X. But we also know the final time is 20% less than the original. So let's write exactly what we what they give us. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to convert everything to one unit. So 7 minutes and 20 seconds, it's it's kind of like two different units. So we're going to put that, we can convert all of that in minutes, or we can convert all of that in seconds. So it's easiest way is convert all of that in seconds. So 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So we already have the 20 seconds, 7 minutes. How many seconds is in 7 minutes? So for 1 second, for 1 minute, we have 60 seconds. For 7 minutes, we have 7 times 60 seconds. So for 7 minutes, we're going to have 7 times multiplied by 7 multiplied by 60 seconds. 6, 0. Let me put the calculator here, somewhere where you can see it. 6, 0. So that gives us how many seconds? Plus 420 seconds, plus we already had a 20-second here, plus 20 seconds. So that gives us how many seconds in total? This should say plus 20 seconds. So 420 plus 20, that's 440 seconds. So now we have 440 seconds. Let's go do a new sheet. So her time 1 month later is 440 seconds 1 month later. We know that time is 20% less than her original time. So what we want to do, we want to know is her original time. So what's the relationship that we know? So we know if we take that time, the second time, we add 20% of the original time to that time, we're gonna find the original time. So what it says is this is 20% less than the original time. So if we take that time and we add 20% of we add that 20% to it, we're going to find the original time. So we have 440 second. I'm going to stop writing seconds just to make it easy. Plus, what is, so this is going to equal to the original time. Let's call the original time X. Plus what? What it says? It says that time is 20%, sorry, it's 20% less than the original time. So what it says here, it says it takes the athlete 7 minutes and 20 seconds to complete a segment of the workout. This is 20% less time it took her to complete the same segment 1 month ago. So what it says here. So it's 20% less than the time it took her to complete the segment 1 month ago. So 20% is zero point 0.2 times the original time is X. So now, how do we solve for this? So 440. So what we can move everything that has X on one side and everything that doesn't have X on the other side is 420. They go to X minus, we're going to move this part of the equation. We're going to move this guy to this side. So what we're going to do, so we have X minus 0.2 x, 0.2x. Let's make sure this is a 0.2x. So what we have, 440 is equal to 0.8x. So 0.8x, 440 is equal to 0.8x. So what we're going to do, we're going to divide both sides by 0.8. So x is equal to 440 divided by 0.8 is equal to, that implies x is equal to 440 divided by 0.8. X is equal to 520. So now that's 550. So now that's the time. That's the original time. That's the time, the first time she completed the workout. The first time is X. That's the original time. That's 520. So now what we're gonna do with that 520. So now let's bring back another paper. So we have X is equal to 550, not 520, 550. So in terms of, when we look at the answer choices are in terms of minutes and seconds. So how do we find the answer choices here? So in terms of minutes and seconds, so we have 550. So that's 550 seconds. Remember, we're working with seconds only. So 550 seconds, how do you convert that in minutes and seconds? So what we do is we'll divide that 550 times 60. We'll divide it by 60. It will give us, how many minutes is this? So it's divided by 60. 550, let's start this over. 550 divided by 60. What's that equal to? 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So how many seconds do we have? So we already know we have 9 minutes. And then there's a leftover. There's that 0.111666667. In order for us to convert that in seconds, so what we're going to do, we're going to take out the 9 minutes we already have, we already accounted for. This is a minute. This is that 0.1666667. Believe it or not, it's minute. It's a kind of like a leftover of minutes. So it's like it's not 1 minute yet. So if you had 9.5 minutes, you would know that it's 9 minutes 30 seconds. Just like we have 9 and 0.1167 minutes. So it's 9 minutes and 0.11167. How do you convert that in second? Multiply by 60 is 10 seconds. So 9 minutes, 10 seconds. So in this thing, what does it say here? Is 9 minutes, 10 seconds, which is the answer choice D right here that we see here. And the answer choice that we see is D. And that's it. And if you enjoyed this video, please share it on your page. You help a lot of kids taking the ACT and the SAT. Again, this is Bromel with the Jax Tutor. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.